Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. Bit of a break in between videos, but all we wanted to do here was to provide, I suppose, a little bit of an update, a life update, an Outwest life update, what's been going on, what we've been working on. You may or may not know there is a lot of moving parts in what we're doing at the moment, and there are not enough days in the week. And there's so many great things coming our way, challenges, opportunities. We just said we'd sit down and go through a little bit of a founder update. Obviously, I'm delighted to have my partner in crime back with a bang. Did an incredible job for the last 9 months looking after our little bundle of joy.
7 months, but yeah.
Well, the 2 months that we were waiting for it to come as well. So yeah, we're just going to give you guys a quick, I suppose, review or update of what we've been working on since we last did one of these kind of sit down chats. We've our daughter was 5 weeks old and I said, how'd you feel about opening a second shop?
Yeah, I think we'll rewind a little bit because we have a lot of new faces here, so I think we should just start with a little introduction or reintroduction.
So last year we sat down before Rebecca went on maternity leave, and we sat down, we looked at each other, and we were like, what is Outwest?
Yeah.
We do it every now and again, and we said that we need to really sit down and like just break down into really simple form what the brand was, who we wanted to be, and who we were for.
And I think it comes with the timing of the business, I think I've said it from the very start, and you are a catalyst to it, is just start and figure it out along the way. But there does come a point in a business life cycle where you actually need to sit down and figure out the kind of 5-year plan or rejig where you are, why you start. You always know why you started, but I think sometimes, and especially with a growing team, you really need to figure out your vision, your mission, your value, what you're here for. Because it's slightly easier for us because it's internal, it's what drives us every day, but I think it's really important to project that to staff and tell them what rocket ship we're on, really. So yeah, about mid-summer last summer. Yeah, we did a lot of work with Michelle, who's our head of marketing, and basically broke Outwest down to its bare parts over a week and built it back up again into what we see it for in the future, which is
basically, to cut it all the way right down to the very, very basics, is we want Outwest to be a catalyst to encourage people to embrace life outdoors. That's it. I'm going to go on a limb and say we might have lost our way a small bit. Would say maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, we just became so focused on the shop, the business, and you sometimes forget about why you started. You get so wrapped up in numbers, data, metrics, trying to hit targets. I do anyway. And you sometimes forget that, okay, what does this look like in 3 to 5 years? I struggle with that, but I'm also quite good at it, looking forward. But then I also get really caught up in the day-to-day. So I think it was a really valuable thing for us to do. We literally locked ourselves in the room for 3 full days. We're like, right, what is Outwest? Who are we? What do we want to be? And we really went back to the very beginnings of why we started, and that a lot of feelings came through, because there was a feeling there was a moment where we were like, okay, maybe this might work. But before even that, before the first product was even thought of, there was those feelings of those first few hikes that we went on together, that feeling that you felt, on those very, very early days. Yeah. When I was trying to maybe just convince you to go out with me, not even move to Dingle. Do you know what I mean?
Coax me outdoors and to go out with you as well.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I'm going to either get one or the other here. I got both.
You got both, well done. And I also think, as most founders will know, and maybe in our industry, I've heard it a couple of times, is your ideas come when you're outdoors, you get inspired by a certain thing when you're outdoors. But then once you get into the day-to-day life of running a business, you actually don't get outdoors at all. So it was a real eye-opener to us when we real pared it back, that we want people to live life outdoors. and we needed to set ourselves some goals and some challenges to also do that. We kind of did that at the very start with Outwest Outdoor Club, which we started about 6 months into starting Out West, and it was a way to get us outside, and it still does. But I think being locked in the room was great, but I also think we then needed to take it outside, just to almost like clear our minds, run through what we discovered again, and make sure it really sat with us properly. So,
and there was one very important part of that fueled all like those 3 days where we were like, okay, who are we? What are we? What do we want to be? Is we did like a huge customer survey, and part of that survey we asked people, both customers and non-customers, I think, what words they associated with Out West. And some of them were quite different to what we thought Out West was. So it really challenged us to be like, okay, are we putting like what we think it is versus what the world thinks it is? There was a little bit of a gap. So it was really good. And I'm like, I'm really glad we weren't 10 years in to finding that out. I think that would have been a much bigger issue or problem. But I think we caught it early, and we were self-aware enough to be like, this needs course correcting. Not course correcting might be a bit harsh,
I think a course correcting, but just a consistent, we need to strip it all down, find out what it is, and go forward with there, and not constantly changing and evolving. We can change and evolve as a brand in certain aspects of it, but we can't change and evolve in our vision and mission and values, especially our values as well. We did a lot of work on our values. So yeah, it was just, it was lovely to do. And as you said, I think it was the perfect right time to do, because obviously there is lots of new things coming down the road for us. It's going to be a very exciting next few years, and we want to make sure that we have that correct before we take on these massive new challenges as well.
I think as well that as you grow, that you stay aligned to what you are.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
really
100%.
important. I think we've talked about that ourselves, like privately as well, being like, okay, no matter how big this gets, this is who we are. But I think we have to get crystal clear on who you are beforehand. And I suppose that like, and then, you know, we did all that amazing work, and then we were very close to having our next addition to the team as well. So that was it was a very interesting time. It was a very exciting time. Challenging time. I would say for all of us.
All of us.
You more so. But yeah, I suppose that kind of took us on to the next.
Next chapter, and then September Ava was born. I think I took 6 weeks off, which was a mad 6 weeks, because I think for 4 weeks is you can't think of anything else but surviving, and realizing that you have this human to look after for the rest of its life, the rest of your life. And it was mad at that like 4 week mark. My brain, I don't know, some sort of brain chemistry was like, oh, I wonder what's going on in the shop today. I wonder what's happening here. So like, it wasn't like I was forced back at 6 weeks. I think I had a smidgen right in the corner of brain space for Out West again, which was just mad. I didn't think that would happen. But just slowly started to dip my toe in, very easy things. The team all around us was amazing at supporting us and helping us, and allowing Shane to take some time off as well. But yeah, that was a whole new thing to figure out. And at about 6 weeks, when I had that little bit of brain space, Shane came and said, how do you feel about opening a shop? It started with, I have an idea, which is usually how all of Shane's great ideas start. And says, how do you feel about opening a shop in Greystones? So then that was a whirlwind.
Yeah.
Up until now.
Up until now, it still is. That was like, I won't like dress it up. I found it like very hard, because like there's just so much going on. We were trying to finish renovating our house. We were trying to figure out how to be parents to look after this beautiful little baby. Trying to manage the brand. From a work perspective, I actually found it quite hard, because like I lost my partner in crime. I lost we bounced so much stuff.
Board,
not even that. I'm just like the stuff you're very good at, I'm shit at, and vice versa. And then I just realized how shit I was at a lot of stuff when you weren't there. And then in my head, I was like, am I giving enough to work? Am I giving enough to Beck? Am I giving enough to our daughter? Am I doing enough work to finish our house in time? And I just constantly felt I wasn't doing enough anywhere. So it was really hard. Nothing compared to what Rebecca had to go through. She did an amazing job, and it was really inspiring to watch her.
To be fair, I only had one thing to focus on. You were juggling about 6 glass balls. They always talk about glass balls and rubber balls, and I think I had one precious ball to hold, which was Ava, and then you did all the rest. So I think we had 2 very different experiences in the first 4 months of Ava's life. But now we're 7 months into parenthood, and I feel like we're back with them. We're back as a duo, I think, rather than Shane filling me in on a daily basis of what's going on. And then I also struggled with wanting to help, but then there's this person that depends on me for everything. And then it also puts founder life into perspective, and the really, really hard times. No, it's going to be worth it. I've said it to so many people and so many mothers who run their own business that this time is super, super hard because you're pulled in so many directions. But I know given another 6 months and the freedom of being able to work my hours around her will be amazing. And doing work at night, which I don't mind, doing work early in the morning. But that's just kind of hard now when she wakes up 5-6 times in the night. So it will be worth it in the long run. And I had to remind myself that sometimes, because in my head sometimes I just wanted 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, 9 months to a year of maternity leave, not to worry about anything else but her. But I know, and I keep having to remind myself, and I remind you often as well, when times get really tough, that it'll be worth it in another 6 months when she's a little bit more.
The thing is, and I'm perfectly okay with this, and it might be hard for people to wrap their head around, it with work, it does not stop. It's every day there's stuff. 7 days a week, And I am fully adapted to it. I'm just all good. But for other people that's really hard. And I struggle with that because I felt like I was never able to get my head above water for the first 6 months. And I'm just saying, it was just really challenging to juggle everything. But I feel okay, we're getting there now. And the fact that you've now come back, or you're back, and I'm just okay, great. I feel there's a lot more momentum now. And the shop, the new shop, we had talked about opening a new store anyway. We were okay, we definitely want to up the future of Outwest. We see more stores. If we're talking about glass balls, we're looking into our ball. We're okay, we see more stores. We just didn't know where. And then again, some morning, I was just on daft. I was I'll have a look. And then the unit in Greystones came up. And then you don't know this, but I came to ask you what you think about. And
you'd already done it. You'd already asked the landlord.
I'd already emailed the estate agent.
I knew it.
Any chance we can get a viewing
Because I
here?
also knew you wouldn't have come to me if it wasn't an option. So I knew you had done your, one of my dad's famous sayings is do the exercise. So do the exercise until
so I had the email sent and didn't have the reply I got, but I knew that it'd be a runner because we talked about it, and it's a great location. Greystones is a great town,
great community.
I'm again gonna go back and say that I suppose growing up in West Kerry and growing up in Dingle, you think that gosh, it's only here that life is this, or the people are like this, and it's actually not. I've been completely blown away by the people of Wicklow and Greystones, how kind they've been, how forthcoming they've been for assistance, help, people that want to literally no agenda, just want to help us and stuff like that. And people are very proud to be from there. People that have moved there are very proud to have moved there, which is very similar to how life happens here. And I think we made the right decision because we looked at some other areas, we looked at some big shopping centres and stuff like that, and nothing really felt us, but a small seaside town beside the mountains, beside the ocean, with a great community. It's very out west, and luckily enough, there was huge demand for the unit, and we managed to go out on top. Still count my blessings there, but it was awful timing, personally. Great timing for the brand. So we're getting ready to open our second store now.
Which will come with a whole host of new challenges. And one thing that Shane and I have figured out, and I think again with the brand evolution, as co-founders, you then need to figure out where your strengths are. Like,
Yeah.
as in, we talked about when I stepped away, you found strengths and weaknesses in yours, but even like from a managerial point of view. So like with Greystones, Shane is like, I know what's going on, but really from a distance until it opens, and then I'll be in on the more kind of like day-to-day stuff. And that's something that we've learned to do probably over the last like 2 years, is like trying not to both manage a store, because employees get confused on who they go to. Even like customers are sometimes confused, you know, that kind of way, that finding our roles in terms of within the business, like what we manage, what we don't manage, what we just look in on, what we try and stay away from, I think has also been a huge growing of the brand and a huge growing for us as well.
Yeah, I suppose after Greystones then the next big win of the last kind of talk about wins in the last 9 months, I'm like, goodness, other than becoming parents, like, I mean, there can't be any bigger win than that. But like, for specifically talking about Outwest, like, we got this building that we're currently sitting in. That was a year of work.
It was also all Shane. I did none of this.
Yeah, I could see where we're going. I could see we're talking about more stores. We're talking about wholesaling. Like, sales are up like massively, and we're just like, we're gonna run out of space very fast. So yeah, we are currently sitting in an old water factory that we have just started to work on and renovate, about 10 minutes west of Dingle. And this is going to be our global HQ, if you want to call it. You do not want to see what's on the other side of this camera, but we're excited to have got our planning permission sorted, change of use, and this is where all that West stuff will come from for the future. So our factories will send our stuff here, and then we'll be able to distribute to our stores out of here, online orders, wholesalers, top up our shops. We'll have our offices.
What I've also found, which I didn't expect, was the community support, like congratulations of getting it and making it into another like viable business, because obviously the water company aren't trading anymore and it's been derelict for a while, and like that's just something I didn't expect. I thought people were like, oh yeah, okay, cool, they got the factory, but like people were coming into the shop constantly, text messages, Instagram messages when we put it up, just being like how amazing it was, which I kind of really didn't expect, which was a lovely addition to taking on this. And obviously having a unit like this allows for, as Shane said, like future expansion. Like thinking back to, we'll be 4 years old on the 28th of April, and thinking that 4 years ago we would have a global HQ, because technically we are shipping out to like the US, Germany, all over the world. And I'm like, that's insane. Yeah. That like when I lost a jacket up in a lake and Dad decided to tell us to start our own business in jackets, that like 4 years later we'd be sitting in a global HQ. And I also love the fact that it can have our own stamp on it. Like, I'm sure over the next while we'll show photos of the outside and stuff, but like it is probably one of the most scenic places to have a factory. It's not like we're in an industrial estate or anything like that. It's incredible.
It's very out west.
Very out west, exactly. You couldn't really get more out west.
Drive in the main gate and it's just like
mountains.
The building. Mount Brandon.
Yeah.
That's all you see.
Yeah.
Like,
which is very cool.
Yeah. It's great. I think there's been so much progress in 4 years and growth. I am the worst at looking back and like appreciating how far we've come. I'm just like so, I don't know what the word is, just like tunnel vision, blinkers on, looking ahead. That I sometimes forget about how far we've actually come in like a very, very short space of time.
Like our first delivery was probably the size of one of those pallets. Like there was probably 16 boxes in our first delivery, and now we're sitting here with a lot more boxes than that around us.
So
nice to reflect, but
and again, these are all like every decision we make now is like, okay, how does this look in 3 to 5 years, rather than how is this going to help us this week, today, next week, next month. I think look, when you do start, you're just like, oh my god, we're doing this now, but I'm like, no, we're doing this now for 3 to 5 years time. And you know, I hate to think how big the extension we're going to have to put on here in 5 years time, because we're going to outgrow this as well. You know, so like it's very exciting, very stressful, very exciting. You know, costs are gone absolutely insane to do anything. Building work, product design, shipping products, like costs are going one way. Yeah, sales are going as well, but costs are chasing them right behind us. So like that's been a huge learning for me this year as well. As I think I'll put my hand up. I think I've been so focused on the day-to-day of the operational stuff for the last couple of years that I personally have taken a lot more of a vested interest in the number side of things. Even just from, you know,
kind of what I did beforehand.
Kind of, yeah. But I just think that it's really, that's one area that we both have to know inside out.
Yeah.
Because if we're making decisions, or I think we should do this, and you're like, well, what about that? And then I'm like, actually, yeah, that's why I think from a financial perspective with product, shipping, retail, those kind of decisions, it's very important to have two people to kind of knock heads. And like, there's been many times where I've been like, I think we should do this. And you're like, let's have a chat about it later. Then we have the chat, and then I think about it, and you're like, actually, you're right. And vice versa on occasion.
You are right sometimes. So when we were going through our kind of brand discovery piece and stripping it all back, what really came to the forefront was creating product with intent, both from our standpoint, environmental standpoint, customer standpoint. Like, we wanted to create products that did multiple things, that do multiple things, and that can be used for multiple disciplines in different ways. And I think that kind of also then came back to getting people for Life Outdoors. Like, Life Outdoors to us isn't the same as Life Outdoors to someone else. And that kind of overarching tagline, slogan, whatever you want to call it, to Outwest, we wanted it to impact different people in different ways. But I think the intent, the product, because we can do all this great work, but at the end of the day, we're a product business. We sell products to customers. So we need to make sure there's great intent behind what we're selling, and we can stand over. And I think that's always been from day one, since the very start. We wanted to stand over every product that we produce and we say what it does. Does what it says on the tin. That's what we say all the time. But definitely bring in that multi-purpose kind of element to it as well.
Was one of the things that came out of that survey?
Was
that I think it was how we would put. I think it was Michelle that worded the questions, or the way she mingled the questions together was done excellently, because we figured out from that survey that people, that two things, right? From a product perspective, people were using their Outwest gear for multiple things. And we were just like, okay, that's really interesting. We were maybe thinking too hiking focused, narrow, niche. And okay, I know you're supposed to niche out and that's what you're meant to do, but like in reality, hundreds of people did that survey, and like they were wearing their, you know, soft shell, or their says they were doing 3 or 4 different things with it, and it really kind of hit home that they're like, okay, cool. So all of these people, customers included, are not actually hiking 3 or 4 times a week. They're actually probably hiking once a week, if even. But they're also going to the gym, they're trail running, they're going to the beach with the dog, they're standing on the side of a sports pitch with their kid. They're like, their life outdoors is very varied. And I think that was a huge eye-opener from a product perspective, because we then started to think about product. Well, I definitely started to think about product very differently. Because I believe it's a very strong thing that we have as well. You're super creative, colors, fabrics, visually, and I've spent 15 or so years wearing technical garments, like on mountains, in events. So, and it kind of dawned on me then that it's just like, oh yeah, I mean, all the stuff I've worn over the last number of years, I've been wearing it going to the gym, training, trail running, road running, like that stuff does multiple jobs. So we started to think about that from an Outwest point of view. And yeah, our product has developed a lot over the last couple of years. It is still probably the hardest part of the business, getting it right. From ideation to product here in front of us, you could be talking anywhere between 12 and 18 months. It's really hard, because when you come up with the idea, you're like, this is going to be such a great product, well, you need to wait 1.5 years. So I personally find that quite difficult.
I think we've learned it the hard way. We've definitely put out stuff like loosely and we've only almost been at like the sampling stage, and then someone comes back and we're like, oh no, we can't do this.
Can't do it.
Price, quality, you know, anything. Shipping rates at the moment obviously are through the roof. So there's loads of different factors that can change in that. But I think it's definitely something that we've learned the hard way, but has been I won't call it a mistake. Like, don't call it mistakes, call it learnings. But like, at the same time, we both, like, obviously I came from a marketing background, you came from an endurance event, like as in an active lifestyle kind of wearing the product. Yeah. And this whole product thing was so new to us. We kind of just figured it out along the way. We feel like now we're getting a little bit of momentum, but I'm sure there'll be 10 million other mistakes that we'll make along the way too. But I think if we, each time we think, okay, we used to just do things because we did it before, and that's something Shane is very good at challenging me on, is that we've done stuff in certain ways since the very start just because we did it that way, and Shane will turn and be like, but why do we need to keep doing it that way? And like, for some things it works, it's great, we've nailed it from day one and we're just going to roll with it. And then there's other things I'm like, yeah, we definitely don't need to order that just because we always order twice a year and stuff like that, which I think is very important. But sorry, that comes back to the intent with the product. Like, we obviously want a suite of gear for our customers to have, to use in all different ways, but we want to make sure that the product is of good quality, well tested, and then when it goes to market we can stand over it. And that takes time. It does, but it's also the really fun part as well. I love testing, like going out in the rain. Now I'm back running, like going out in the rain with the buggy, testing waterproof jackets. I tested one the other day. Like being able to field test them in the wild. We had the best weather to field test. This is why it kind of all started about the brand, about jackets. We have the best weather to test rain and wind gear. Yeah,
I think we're in the best place in the world to build an outdoor brand. We have the worst weather. No offense to people on the east coast of Ireland, but we get the worst weather. We get all the wind, we get all the rain hits us first. And like, you know, even like internally we're calling it a storm jacket, or like whatever, but a really heavy rain jacket. We haven't named the product yet, but like, and it's amazing. It's so good. It's testing so well. It's a year away from being available to you at the time of recording this. The product looks like it's ready to be sold. You could probably sell it in our shop today. But that's frustrating. And for us, I think you have said in the past, let's not rush product because we've made mistakes in the past. I have now adopted that policy, and I think from the brand session that we did last year, we learned so much from that. I think, and this is something I brought to the brand session, I think the product is simply a product, but I think Out West product needs to be more than just product. Like, Out West product should have almost instigate a feeling in people. And like, that's really like at the core. If we're to sit down and re-record this video in 3 years' time, I want to be able to say and back up that if like the weather is a bit poor, it's a bit chilly, it's a bit windy, it's a bit wet, I think if someone puts on their Out West jacket or an Out West garment or an Out West beanie or whatever it is down the line, and they look out the door or they look out the window and they're like, I can do it. I can do it. I got it. That's really what I want to get to.
There's nothing that gives me more joy than on a really wet morning. Because like, even prior to having Ava and stuff like that, you get out run, I get out run, walk, whatever. Then when Ava is walking and now I'm back to running, seeing someone in Dingle wearing an Out West product getting soaked. But they're still outside, and the Out West garment got them there. Maybe if they didn't have that, that's the feeling that we want to instill. It's like, you can put on your Out West garment and you can get outside, and people are still getting out and getting their fresh air, be it a walk on the beach, walk on the road, walking with friends, alone, whatever, the dog. That like, seeing, as I'm usually in it, and then passing someone in another Out West item in bad weather, it just gives me like a nice feeling.
I think like, I suppose to kind of maybe close off the product stuff, right? I think just to go on from what I meant about the emotive part of it, is like, I would love in the future, like if somebody was wearing one of our jackets or our garments, anything at all, and they pass somebody else on the street or on the trail or on a hill, they may not speak to each other, but you know something about that person. You know that they believe in what we believe in. That for me is like, that's what a brand is. Because somebody associates something about Out West with what they're wearing, and I also know that person I just passed, maybe they don't know me, maybe they don't know I'm one of the founders, but like I know something about you because you're wearing that jacket. And I know what you stand for. And I know what you believe in. That's where we're trying to get to, I think. But also as well, I think it's really important to note that like our product is innovating and developing quite quickly. Like we're both wearing these really cool pants en route in the sea somewhere. You know, so we are like slowly starting to develop. You know, I think we started testing these like last year. You know,
we had samples for them for last year's Out West Fest.
We did. You know, so, and that's a year and 2 months before they get to market.
But when they come to market, like I have worn these everywhere. That when they do come to market, that I'm like, oh yeah, like I can confident in them, rather than rush something and then worry that we haven't done enough testing of it. So it may look like we like, and we never wanted to be a brand that just churned out stuff that's not, it's not our ethical either. Of like, and like it's so interesting. People are like, how do you pick colors? How do you pick this? It's like nothing is seen on other brands' color. Like it's not like we're watching runways and we're being like, oh, that's the color of the season, let's do that one. It's all, I feel like instinctive to me, but like nature driven. I always say, and I've said it from the very start, like nature never goes out of fashion. So why aren't we pulling from nature, like the colors of nature and stuff like that? Because it never goes out of fashion.
There'd be nights like where we'd be sitting at home, like babies asleep for an undefined amount of time, and we're like, will we chill and watch some Netflix, or should we start working on Christmas 27? So there are certain nights of the week where we're super uncool, and instead of watching Netflix and chilling out, we do open the laptops and open our Pantone book and start like sketching and start come up with concepts. And I am very creative at night.
I am not.
So doesn't tend to go well, but
we do have a cut-off for work talk though.
It's
supposed to be 7 o'clock. It never is that, but
we try our best. So that's from a product perspective. I think, you know, it's innovation. It takes a lot of time, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say like Greystone's going to be a huge test for us, because we're not like, as founders, we're not going to be there every day. So I think the product's going to have to do the talking for us. Our team there will obviously as well. We've hired a fantastic team there, but I think now we're getting to the stage where like people, I don't want people buying us because we're a small up and coming Irish brand. I want people to buy us because our stuff's really good and it does its job. And that's the stage that we're starting to get to now. And I feel like, I don't know, like a caterpillar becoming a butterfly or whatever. I don't know what is it, like what's a cooler analogy? Like, I don't know.
I love that one. You can be a butterfly. You can be a butterfly girl.
We maybe feel like we're just coming out of the caterpillar stage. You know, we're kind of just slowly moving along, and now we're getting ready to fly. There you go. That was pretty good.
Well done, Shane. Well done.
Thank you.
We'll be butterflies soon. Yeah.
So yeah, that's a little, I suppose, overarching update on what all things Out West that we've been doing. Lots of good things, lots of great things. Huge amount of challenges, daily things that come into your email inbox that you're like, oh no, need to stop everything I'm doing right now and fix this. It happens so much more than what you think, but we love it. It's great.
And I think we want to do more of this kind of like long form kind of thing. And I do think, and I love watching it personally, is like the challenges that you come up against, because we speak about challenges so much. And I've said it because we used to be quite active on Instagram and chatting to our audience in that way. This long form we tend to enjoy as well. But like, no one ever picks up a phone in the middle of a crisis and starts to record what's going on, especially in a business. But like, once you built it, like once you've done it, solved the problem, reflected on it, then I think it's really interesting to share. Anyone who tells you they're telling you all the crises that are happening in business in real time is probably lying, because you don't have time to be sitting here recording videos when that is all going on. So I think it's, I'd love to sit down again and do it.
Yeah, and my problem is not only do I not pick up the phone in the crisis, I don't tell anybody about the crisis, and I try to fix it myself, which is not good.
Not good.
But
don't take Shane's advice.
Listen, it's what is it now? April 2026. It's been a massive start to the year.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're up 80% in the same period last year. Huge growth, not reading too much into it. Or like I said, our costs are going through the roof, as is every other company that's trying to scale and trying to grow. It's just trying to manage that as best we can. Surround ourselves with good people like we already have to this point. And continue driving it on, basically.
That's the plan.
Caterpillar to butterfly.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah?
Yeah, caterpillar.
Yeah. I really hope that's right.
That is right.
Is it? Yeah.
Go to the Dingle Aquarium. They have loads of them. You can see them.
Yeah.
You can see them fly.
Yeah. So if you're watching this for the first time, you don't know about Outwest, check us out. Give us a shot. We'd love to try and for you to be part of what we're doing. Yeah. If you've been supporting Outwest since day one, thank you so much from the bottom of our heart.
You guys made this possible, and I know we were better at probably saying it at the very start.
Yeah.
Because we had more time on our hands. But the people, and like we see them on our Instagram, liking stuff, messaging us, orders coming in. We had someone who placed their 15th order with us, which is just unbelievable. Repeat people in retail shop. As I say, your likes on Instagram, your shares, your everything. People who support from a distance, people who support up close. Be it from day one or day 500 and something. Yeah, thank you. We do really appreciate it. All our upwards projected progress wouldn't be possible without you.